Hey guys, I had a rough day. Happy Turkey Day to everybody. I love you guys. I really do. I should probably turn down the music. Yeah. But yeah, happy Turkey Day. Um, I had a rough day, but I don't want people to feel sorry for me. It was kind of rough though, because I just you know, if you know me, you know that I get into this. There we go. Oh shit. All right, sweet. I get into this mood where I want to be um like I don't want to say it. Like I want to be active, I want to do stuff, but I just get so caught up. It's really hard to really do anything, and I start stressing out. People ask me all the time why I don't go visit family, and a lot of times I just tell them that as much as I damn is that? Oh, that's my window. I was like, damn, is that my screen? As much as I love my family, it's just really hard. It is, and I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I'm thankful. I really am. I don't want people to think I'm ungrateful or anything, but it was hard, man. Um, I was just all day putting myself down, and I don't know how to explain it. I just want you guys to know that I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Um, as you guys know, don't know, you guys know I work the weekends. Well, I took this weekend off, so we are actually off tomorrow. But I did take Saturday and Sunday off, so basically I don't go back to work until next Friday. And it's crazy because I only use 2 days of vacation for that, so that means I still have all my vacation left. Crazy, dude. Uh, and then yeah, I'm just really excited for I'm just looking ahead to stuff, and um I don't know how to say it. I just want to jump in and start playing and gaming. I love doing this. It's crazy. I love gaming. I love streaming. Even though I don't just hop on and just game like a normal person, I just love doing this. It's something I love to do. But there with me, it's a challenge. Because my anxiety and depression and bipolar, it's everyday thing. It really is. And like I said, I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I'm not trying to look for sympathy. I just want you guys to know what is going on with me. What am I doing? Why do I act like this? Why does he say these things? Why does he do these things? I it just doesn't make any sense. But like um and I'm kind of used to it. So it doesn't bother me at all, really. But the other night I streamed. Someone was asking me, "Oh, you streamed the other night?" And I said, "Yeah." And I streamed for like 5 hours, 6 hours. I mean, a lot of the time I was on my phone doing something or trying to do something, and I just not forgot about the stream, but just got caught up in that. But I streamed for like, for like 5 hours. I had like one viewer, not even the whole time. There was a time where it was like 4 hours. I had no viewers. I was like, damn, I sucked that bad. But it's all good, you know. I got my good job. That's all that matters. Because my job allows me to buy whatever I need, and I'm okay with that. You know. But yeah, I streamed for like 4 hours. I had no viewers. I was like, damn. Even Dory was shocked. Like, damn, nobody coming checking you out? Nobody. But that's okay though. Because we're back again. I should change my name to like DJ to no viewer. Instead of at DJS Gaming, be like DJ at no viewer. Viewers don't see me. That'd be some crazy work though. The reason I have the music playing is I tried playing copyright free music that sounds similar to what we hear on the radio. And I did not know this, but not only will it mute the VOD after you end it, but some of these, they say that it's free copyright, free to play on stream, but it's not. Because I was multi-streaming and I got a notification. I checked my email, and I guess in that 4-hour stream I told you where I had like one viewer or no viewers or whatever, I at some point, and it was probably within the hour of the stream, because I think that's when I did it, but it not only flagged it for copyright, I didn't get straight or anything, but it actually ended my stream, which is really stupid. So that's why the music playing in the background is trash. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why it's trash. What up, Smith? What up, Anders? What up, Avilia? But yeah, you know, that's just kind of how I am, man. I'm okay with that. People in my community, they know how I am. They know I don't give a shit if you come to my streams. They know I'll still support you. They know that Tony will still come through and get me a video game if that is what he can do right now. You know, if there's somebody in my community I bought a graphics card for, I saved up for that. I saved up to buy him a graphics card because he needed one, and he's a good person in the community. Actually, a good friend. But still, you know, the amount of games and stuff I've bought for people, I love doing that. You know, and I don't care if anybody says, well, if you love doing it, you want to share it. Bullshit. No, I share what I do. That's how I do things. I share. When I do nice things, I share with people. You know, and so that's how I am. But I still have my OCD. I still have my, you know, it's crazy because my anxiety is really bad. Like it's crazy that I'm actually, I don't want to say alive because I'm not saying it's that bad, but it is pretty debilitating. And just to let you guys know, I am taking medicine. I'm actually have a counselor in mind. I gotta call him. But, you know, I'm working on finding an improvement in that. But one thing to keep in mind, you can have the best doctor, the perfect medicine counselor. And somebody put it to me like this: having all those things to help, it's really at the end of the day just going to make things suck less. And as funny and as cliche or however you want to word it that may sound, it's true. Meaning, I'm never going to come out of a doctor's office and be like, wow, I got the medicine, I got everything, I feel great, I don't have problems anymore. It'll never be like that. It'll never be like that. When my ex-girlfriend, when I first met her, I was on drugs. I was mainly drinking and doing street drugs whenever I had the opportunity. Um, Cocaine, uh, Molly, X. You know, I didn't have a exact hookup whenever I wanted it, but hey, if it's thrown in front of my face, fuck yeah. What do you need? $20, $30, $40? Yeah, fuck yeah. You know, but so at that time I was DJing, and I promise it's just a short story. So at that time I was DJing, and let me put some water in my face. I want to tell you guys a story about how I realized that, man, I got my problems. You know, let me put some water in my face, and I'll be right back. And I do want to say one thing. I have OCD, ADHD, and who's that? Oh, someone. Okay, so real quick, because I posted in a Facebook group that I wanted some food, and a lot of generous people were really nice about, hey, you know, yeah, I'll bring you a plate, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. I appreciate it. I told everybody I appreciate it, but no, I didn't want to. I didn't really want to run into people or talk to people. I just was so stressed out. But someone just tested me. Someone just messaged me on Facebook Messenger, and they said, "Hey, I got a lot of extra food. Um, would you like a plate?" Um, so I'm saying yeah, but like so eh, this is gonna sound really selfish, but I someone earlier offered me a plate before I chose to just kind of, you know what, I'll just eat food here. You know, I won't worry about it. But I mentioned to him that I don't. I mentioned to him like three things I don't like, and I feel like that's okay, right? Like, I don't have to. Like, I want to seem like I'm ungrateful, but at the same time, I don't want to pretend to like something when I don't. But I told him I didn't want. I don't eat sweet potatoes, yams, which I think are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, yams. Um, Geez, what else did I say? Collard greens and sweet potato yams, collard greens. There's something else too. But yeah, so yeah, I told him, I was like, yeah, I don't really like that. And I tried the hardest to word it in a way where it didn't sound like I'm ungrateful. But I'm just not gonna say that. I guess I'll just pretend to like everything they give me, and you know, which is fine. I just thought that maybe if I didn't want them to give me food that I don't like that somebody else might eat though. So that's kind of like where the conundrum is. I'm just gonna say you don't have to say me anything. Like um, one of the issues I have is I get really stressed out, and like I tell people, like I don't want one, I don't want nothing to eat. Hey, how are you? How are you, Ari? Yeah. So yeah, but so real quick, I mentioned that. So real quick, let me preface something. So I made a post on a couple groups, and I wanted some Thanksgiving food, and I was like, hey, if anybody has anything extra, but I wasn't betting. I said I had money and everything, and I'm gladly would gladly give someone money. Obviously initially these people aren't going to take money, but I don't want free food. There's enough people who need the free food, and so I in my heart I wanted to, if someone was generous, I would give money and hey, get a plate of food. But during the course of that hour and a half, um, I it's like I wanted to talk to people and engage with people, but I just didn't want to be face to face with anybody. And to get food, I had to, and so I just kind of I was saying no, thank you. I was very respectful, because people were saying, "Oh, you want a plate? Let me think about how to get you a plate." And so it was like, it wasn't like people were coming to my door and I was turning them away. But this is where my depression really gets bad. Is I was telling people that I didn't want a plate, but then I was following up with I don't deserve it. Like here, let me just show you yet. Let me share with you guys. Um, it says let me see where so they deleted my post. Um, so they deleted my post. But anyways, I was just kind of putting myself down and saying I didn't deserve it or whatever. And why'd they delete it, man? Well, it doesn't matter. Um, So somebody deleted my post. See, now I get stressed out about that. It's no big deal, I guess. Let me put some water on my face. But I was just putting myself down. So I'd say no, and then I'd follow it up with, like, I don't deserve it. And I'm telling people I'm a loser and a failure. And I just get like that. Because deep down, I feel like that. I feel like I am. And I trying to be nice and respectful to people. But damn, it's just like, I don't know. I'm gonna put some water on my face and try to game. I just, like, it doesn't bother me at all, but I want to do this for a good cause. I want to help people. You know, like last night I was streaming, or the night before I was streaming. I streamed for like 4 hours and I had like one viewer. Actually, for like 3.5 hours, I had like no viewers. And I mentioned that earlier, and it was just hard because I'm thinking to myself, it's just difficult. But then I tell myself, you know what, Tony, you got a good job. You got anything you could ever want. You can get whatever you want. And so I look at it like that, but I'm at the point now where I want stuff that money can't buy. Um, Let me put some water on my face and we can talk some more if you don't mind. Um, I know I got a lot of work and improvement to do, but I don't know. I just realized, like, I think to myself, I don't really have a lot of friends. I don't really have any friends. And I get, whenever I, whenever I get into a discussion or an argument and somebody points something out to me, or somebody makes fun of me or laughs at me or something, it's like instead of kind of standing my ground and, you know, continuing the discussion or argument, it's like I right away put myself down. I put myself down. Because there's a small part of me that believes it. And I say, like, hey, I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I'm worthless. And I put myself down. And I don't, I know why I do it, but I don't know why I do it, if that makes sense. Like, I do it because I'd rather put myself down than have somebody else put me down. And what's crazy is I don't do it because I want people to feel sorry for me. It's not that. Not even close. It's like I do it because I want, I don't want to say it, not create my own adversity. I do it because I want to, it's almost like punish myself in a way because I feel like I've been so blessed and so lucky that, I don't know. It's a really tough thing. Let me put some water on my face and we can talk some more. I just want to say, Ari, I love you. I really do, girl. Like, I really do. So someone, so this is the person they want to drop it off tomorrow. So I'll be right back. 1 second. This lady's nice. She's offering to drop some off on lady's really nice. But no, I like talking about this because I want people to know how I feel and why I'm the way I am. Let me put some water in my face and I'll be right back, y'all. God, I'm so glad you're here, Ari. I really am. If nobody else came to the stream, what up, y'all? What up, Kevin? What up, Steve? What up, Sleepyhead? What up, Elma? If nobody else came to the stream and hung out, the fact that Ari just hung out, even if she left right now, even if you left right now, I said she, like you weren't here, like I'm not talking to you, but my stream has been made, and I mean that. I don't give a shit about anybody else, and I don't care who hears that, but you are an important person in my life, and I'm glad you're here. That doesn't mean I don't welcome new people, but I'm glad that you stopped by because you're beautiful and you are fun to talk to and you understand me, and I like all those things. All right, let me put some water in my face. And I'll be right back. All right. I want to show you guys something real quick. So, you guys know I like coffee. You guys know I like coffee, but I also like energy drink. And I just want to show you guys a few. Um, all right. Oh, no problem. Um, I'm um. Oh, you said what it is. What is it you want? I just saw that question on TikTok, and I don't know what were you responding to. But I, if it was about the meal, I was just trying to. I was trying to tell people, hey, this is some stuff I don't like. Oh, so you know, I was telling you I was working and doing stuff, and you know, earning money, buying stuff, and it's like I realize, and I know this is very cliche, but I realize there are things that money can't. I hate saying that because it's so cliche, it's way overused. But in my case, it's so true. You know, I have these nice things, and yeah, they make things better, and I earn it. And, you know, it's not given to me, and I'm okay with that. But there are some things that I just can't get from spending money. And I don't know exactly what I want or what will make me happy, but I know some things that I would like. And one of it is friendships, you know. Um, Obviously money can buy friends, but it can't necessarily buy friendships. Um, you know, it can't buy the loyalness and that people want to be around you. And not just friends, but just have people like when somebody gives me when people give me words of encouragement, it's amazing. It means so much. Like it's I could be broke, I could you know, I could not have a dollar to my name to my next paycheck. I could have a broken mouth. I mean, a lot of things could be going to shit. And like when I had a girlfriend and we were in our, I don't want to say honeymoon period, but when we would have night times when things were going good, I loved it. It's like I forgot about the things like spending money. I forgot about buying games or, hey, I might not be able to pay my bill right away. Like, I love that. It's almost like a surreal euphoria. Maybe because I haven't had it before, you know? I mean, I was 35, 34 when I had my first real girlfriend. And, but now it's been a disaster. And, you know, that ship has sailed. And for whatever reason, I'm still hanging on by a lifeboat. Um, Not necessarily hanging on, but she hates my guts, but she keeps calling and testing me. But that's neither here nor there. So the things I want are just things that I don't know. It's just I just love it when people. So I want to show you guys these energy drinks real quick, but so another confusing thing about me is that I love to interact with people and talk to people, but I don't put myself in that position to do so. So, like for instance, okay, it's like Tony, if you love to talk to people and interact with people, why don't you just go out and be around people? I do love being around people all the time, but I don't like just talking to people. But when I get into a conversation, I like it. It's really weird. It's almost like if the conversation happens naturally or it happens like organically, it happens in a way that, you know, if I go to a store and I'm looking for something and I start talking with somebody, that's different than just talking with somebody randomly. And then initially I won't want to talk to them, but then as I talk to them, I start to feel better because I get that social, you know, I have that uh, social, not equity, but I just start to feel good. And I get almost, maybe because it doesn't happen all the time, but I get this euphoria high that's just insane. It's awesome. I just feel great. Um, but I I do that, but at the end of the day, I want to be in my own little bubble. My battery spoons. So I say my bubble, but like I like talking to people, being around people. But like for instance, if someone said, sorry, I'm kind of all over the map a little bit. Uh if someone said to me, "Hey, we'll go here, everything's paid for," more likely than not, I won't go. Now, if somebody said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you here, everything's paid for," I probably still won't go. I love the comfort of my own home. I love a routine, which is probably why I love my warehouse job. I love it. I love it. I love it. But when I engage and talk with people, I like that. But I also want to be in my own bubble. It's like I like to be around people, but I don't always want to have deep conversations or any conversation really. But I like being around the company of people. But I still like being, I say bubble because I still like being in my own zone. And yeah. Um, do you know? God, there's so many ways, so many things. 'Cause I'm not used to doing a lot of these things. That's why I feel so good when I do them because it's just It's not like routine. But do you know exactly what neurodivergent is? Because I've read a couple descriptions about it, and I think I fall into that category. Or is that like some Generation Z thing that's it's it, it's something, but it's just kind of something that's fairly new in the actual. So you're just like me. So I think I told you I'm bipolar. Not not serious. I don't know how to explain it. Like a bipolar, but more of a unipolar. Which is a thing, unipolar. More on the depression side. I don't like spend my money and stuff on a bunch, and I'm all autistic, but I am okay. What would be the simple definition of that? Like, what would you say is a simple, even if it's a real, even if you're saying neurodivergent people, like all bipolar and autistic people are neurodivergent, or it doesn't even have to be like if you could sum it up, or if you got a link, or if you got a it's explanation that's long, you can tell me that. Okay, so would you agree that most bipolar people are neurodivergent? Obviously, not all, because that you always got to be careful when you use the word all. Man, I don't know why. I just want to say this again. I feel amazing just talking to you. It's not only because you're talking about something that means a lot to me, but what's up, Elma? What's up, Buck? What's up, JC, Nate, Henry? These are all people probably lurking, but it says when they stop in, so that's why. That's why I'm saying hi to these people, but no one's talking. Uh, oh no, I'm not gonna ask you questions the whole time. We'll just later if you want. That would be awesome. But we'll just chill in the stream, and you can do your own thing and pop in the chat every now and then, if you're okay with that. Yes, let me make sure. Hold on. So let me show you something. So this looks crazy, but this thing right here, this is what I use for all my sound. Let me make sure that my Discord is connected to this because I haven't used Discord in so long. So let me make sure the channels are correct. Do you want to? Okay, I know you want to quickly answer, but do you want to call or do you want to join a channel in another Discord server? I haven't done that in a long time, so you might have to help me if you choose one of those, and I don't know exactly. Like, what's the easiest way? Like private call or join a channel? And I'm learning something here, by the way, y'all. Because I don't ever use I use Discord, but not for that. And the last time I used it for a phone call or any type of voice, probably been about 4 years, 5 years, maybe 3 years. But I know for a fact I haven't used it the last 2 times. Oh, hold on, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, let me turn down the music. All right. See, hold on for a second. Because now I'm not getting no sound. 1 second. Hold on, I don't have to hold on 1 second. It's gonna be a second. It's gonna be probably a couple minutes. I gotta check to see if I'm getting sound. Okay, I'm getting it through there. Why I'm not getting it through here? Oh, that's why. Okay, so we're doing good there. Now let me get over here. Give me it. All right. Oh shit. Testing. Testing. 1, 2. Okay. The mic works. Can you hear me? You're gonna have to type that. Can you hear me? It's like there's so many ways. It's not your end, it's my end, hon. I gotta um I'll show you. Why don't I just do this? Oh. So um no, but it's not you. No, the output device will be the microphone. So that would be Elgato Wave, maybe? Input will be stream. Okay, that is correct. Output. Oh. Hold up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Oh, can you hear me?
yeah.
Oh my god, I got it
Hey,
working. Yes, I can. Hold on 1 second. How's the music? Is it too loud or should I pause it?
I don't hear it on my end, so you can keep it.
1 second. I had too many volume, so I'll show you real quick. I had this volume here wasn't turned up, and then yeah, there's just I haven't had one. It's just like there's so many little things that just weren't working. So hold on, let me
Yeah, it's annoying. It can get annoying.
It's just like there's so many different things that could like little things.
I find it frustrating. I can't with technology. I get too angry, frustrated. then I get like overstimulated, burnt out. Just like I lose, I lose the joy of streaming because I get so hyper fixated on the perfectionism of it, and just technology is always changing too much. Um, I can't do it.
It's it's funny you mentioned that because
And
I didn't think real quick. I didn't think that I couldn't explain it, but I think I run into the same issue. And I say that because when I stream and I like setting up the controls, like when I play a game, 99.9% of the time I need to go to the options, control binds, and try to figure out, okay, what are the keys, and I want everything to be perfect because I want to be comfortable. I just don't want to jump in and figure it out. I want to be comfortable so then when I play, I can just focus on playing and I don't have to focus on what key is what. So I kind of have that perfectionism too, like where I just
okay, so to get back to the neurodivergent topic, so you know how people will generalize, like there is white people, there is black people, there is Spanish people. But then when you look at white people or you look at black or Spanish, you can categorize them. So with white people, there's like British white people, Italian white people, Jewish white people. Do you know like how people break it down like that?
yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so you understand like the train I'm like building. Anyways, so it's the same when it goes to neurodivergent. So neurodivergent is just like the umbrella that falls under a different way of people thinking versus neurotypical people. So not every single mental health falls under being neurodivergent. Most, like bipolar, schizophrenia, anxiety, even depression can, um, HD, dyslexia, autism, um, ADD, OCD, eating disorders, like they all fall under being neurodivergent, which is a way of um, thinking and being in the world, and it's just you're different than neurotypical people who don't necessarily think and exist in the world like that. And so people use the word neurodivergent, and like people may think it is a trend right now because people are hearing it more and more, but that has always been around. It's just been used in different ways or more used in the medical field. Um, because we do live in a world right now where people are very over fixated on labeling things. They are talking about it more. People think it might be just trendy, but it isn't. And so, you being autistic and then being bipolar, dealing with depression and all that, do fall under the neurodivergent umbrella. Which so that is like an umbrella, kind of like how I was trying to explain. You can say that race white people and that race is Spanish people. But it doesn't mean that all those white people are from the same place. Like those white people can be white American, but those white people can be white British. While like those Spanish people could be Mexican, but then those other Spanish people could be from Brazil or from Spain. They're still all categorized under that umbrella of they are Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so if I say all those people are white,
Uh-huh.
it's kind of like, and then it's kind of like when you say, um, all bipolar people are like, how are you trying to? I'm trying to tie it into what we were talking about. So like,
Yeah,
all,
so you can't even be like all white people are racist, or you can't be like all white people hate this kind of people, or so you can't do that. So it's just like you can't say all bipolar people are the same. Not even you can't even say bipolar because there's different types of bipolar. So it's the same. It's like you can't say all neurodivergent people are the same because like bipolar self spectrum. White people are a spectrum. You know, they come in different flavors, different types, different ways, just like mental health comes in different flavors, different types, different ways. Anxiety. Your anxiety doesn't look the same as my anxiety. There can be some similarities, because we have similarities in some senses, then there are other things that are uniquely you, make you you. At the end of the day, we both have anxiety, and then so people will put us under that umbrella term of anxiety. Our anxieties will look different. And so neurodivergent is just the umbrella so that you don't have to say the full I'm autistic, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. It's kind of just a way to just say all in one that you're kind of a little different and that you need different accommodations, think differently, that you're socially awkward, that you're an introvert who likes to be extroverted sometimes, but it takes away from your battery and you like being in your bubble and there's nothing wrong with that. But we do live in a society that people are very much like, you need to stay on top of constant communication. You need to do X, Y, and Z friendships and maintain this and that. And that does not work for autistic people. Do not live in a society that is accommodating towards us. They point at us and say, we are the problem. We are not this and that. But we will try to do all the X, Y, and Z. At the end of the day, we are left feeling the way you are feeling, where you're feeling like I'm an alien, I don't belong, I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, I'm working, I'm feeding myself, I'm taking care of myself, I'm in a better place now than I was a couple of years ago. I'm not I'm doing all this, but I still feel like shit. It's because ultimately at the end of the day, we live in a world that does not accommodate us and will always make us feel like the others, feel like the aliens, and we need to and the reason I was asking you what is it that you want is because I too in life, the reason you and I get along and relate is because at the core we have wounds that are very similar, and we just want to belong, and we have big hearts, we care about people, do get burnt out about people, we have toxic behaviors, but we come from a good place. We are always trying to work on ourselves, and we are autistic, and one of our special interests is ourselves, better ourselves. But we also do not understand social norms, and we don't, things that people say, you need to do this to feel better about this, does not fully apply to us. And so it takes us longer to process and to figure out how to get to feel better. But we need to work on ourselves because it's us we are negative, but it's because we live in a negative world that is ostracizing us. And so we need to learn to date ourselves and befriend ourselves because we don't like ourselves.
You're
But
right.
anyways,
That's
gen-
crazy.
in
That's crazy. A
general,
lot of stuff you just said, like you probably already know that, but a lot of that stuff really applied to me. I mean, I know we've talked,
I
but we
know
haven't
it
talked in a long
does,
time. But
yeah.
it's crazy how a lot of that was like, holy
But, even if you hear it over and over again, it like even for me, like I have been in therapy and I've done a lot of inner work and all kinds of stuff on myself. But even I has done a lot of stuff. Like I'm still very mentally ill, and when I am in bad spiral moments, everything I've learned and all my tools get fucking thrown out the door. Like none of it exists, none of it matters. And the only thing that actually matters that I've come to learn with all the therapy and everything I've done is in those moments, I need to just accept I am in a negative space and today's a bad day. And it might be a bad week, might be a bad, and I just, the more I fight it, the more it's going to fight back with me. And so I need to accept, okay, yeah, I feel I don't deserve this. I feel I don't deserve that. I feel this. And I need to accept that, okay, I can have that opinion about myself, but what I can't do is assume everybody else is thinking the same. Because one thing about you and one thing about me is we care about everybody around us, and we are a people pleaser. So the last thing we actually want to do is put words in people's mouth or assume people are thinking. And so you have to get to a point which I'm kind of trying to get to and not always there. Like I have a lot of times giving up and self-deprecating days and moments. But you need to get to a spot where you're like, yeah, I do feel like I don't deserve this. Yeah, I feel like I'm a shitty person. What I won't do is say that somebody else is thinking that about me because not assume shit. I will say I don't like me and I'm allowed not to like me, but I don't speak for other people. It's easier said than.
I went to go. Sorry, I went to go put some water on my face. I wasn't near my mic.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Um, no, I'm the same way. So one thing that I wanted to show you these energy drinks that I got. One thing I wanted to say real quick. One thing I've noticed with me is that I get OCD. Sometimes my OCD like. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so one of the things my OCD real quick, and then I'll say what I was gonna say. Like most people have OCD. Well, I say most people, but most of the time when I hear people who have OCD, they have the type where they want to, wash their hands numerous times and
Yeah, the stereotype OCD.
yeah. I have the OCD, and I never met anybody who can actually relate
OCD
to this.
rage.
We're like, what?
You probably have OCD rage. Anyways, go on.
I have the one where you gotta like, if I walk and I walk the wrong way, I gotta retrace my steps.
Yeah.
I do it
So,
with light switches. I
tell
do it with
me-
everything.
Can you tell me real quick what does OCD stand for? The word, the acronym. What does OCD stand for?
Obsessive compulsive disorder? Or am I wrong?
Yeah. So, essentially, obsessive compulsive disorder. It doesn't say excessive compulsive cleaning, excessive compulsive have obsessive compulsive thoughts. And sadly, we do live in a world of people that just claim that OCD is only the cleaning one. It is not. It is compulsive, obsessive compulsive thoughts that derail your life, that make your nervous system feel life or death kind of feeling. And so it can be a variation of things. Some of them are cleaning. Other things can be counting. Some people's OCD is internally instead of externally. Some people's OCD is needing to clean things a certain way, but not meaning that like it needs to be super clean, but it needs to be done their way. And if it's not done their way, it's clean properly.
Yeah.
Or they need to always people's OCD, they need to always make sure the door is locked at the end of the day, or else they can't sleep. Even if they're with a partner, they can't fully trust the partner that the partner locks the door. It can be little rituals, habits you have in order to the house. It can be little rituals and habits you have to get dressed, an order and a way that you need to get dressed. If you don't get dressed in that order, it throws you off. OCD is compulsive thought, not just cleaning. And
I
if you, what?
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
And a lot of things people don't talk about when it pertains to OCD is that there's a lot of side effects of OCD rage, OCD isolation, OCD depression that comes suffering from OCD. Anyways, but yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, mine is like so. Like, I mean, there's numerous examples, but one is like, I go to the laundry room and I put my laundry in, and as I'm walking out, I leave my bin in the laundry room because I won't need it till my clothes go in the dryer. So say I just put my stuff back in the washer. I open the door to leave, and I got my phone. I got my detergent. So I'll walk out, open the door, and I don't know exactly what I'm trying to do, but I just know that a lot of times what I'm doing isn't right. So I have to retrace it. So for instance, I'll walk out, open the door, and I'll walk a few steps, and I'll feel like I'll have to let the door shut, and it's a 4-button passcode type deal, so not everybody can use it. So it's like 1700. I have to go back in, and then when I'm in the laundry room, I'll have to like not do a specific movement.
Like OCD.
It's not like a specific movement, but I'll have to like go in and like almost like go in and like if I go back in, I got to do it where I'm not I don't hit anything. I don't hit the trash can. Don't hit an open door of another washer where I just
Yeah,
kind of go in.
it's like it's as if you're a VHS tape that you're clicking the rewind button. So you have to retrace your steps exactly the same, but you can't undo, can't do something that you didn't do the first time.
It happened. It's real bad too with like walking. So I'll walk straight and then I'll feel like not necessarily just a crack on the wall. I mean, obviously that's the cliche thing, but I'll be walking and I'm not against the number four, but a lot of times the number four can be a trigger. So say I'm walking and then on my fourth step, I realize that I'm lined up against the curb. Or my fourth step is if I look to my right, I'm lined up, would it be parallel or perpendicular to the curb? So I'll walk back, but as I'm walking back, I'll feel like that if I walk back a few steps, it's not like a certain number of steps to walk back, but if I walk back a few steps and I don't feel like I've come, if I walk back and then I turn around and then try to go the way I originally was going, I'll think to myself, man, when I initially walked back, I should have walked back farther. And
Yeah.
there'll be
like
yeah,
it sounds like you definitely have OCD.
there'll be times when, and then when I walk back, I realize that I had the same issue from when I walked forward. And what is crazy, here's what's crazy, is some of these things, not just the walking, not just the laundry, there have been times where I tell myself, you know what? This is what I tell myself, literally. No matter what I do, I'm going to keep going, keep going. So I'll walk another 15 feet, go up the stairs, go up to my apartment. And sometimes I can, poof, gone. I don't have to deal with it. There have been times, though, where I'm in my apartment, I'm trying to do something different, and I have to walk all the way back down and satisfy that OCD, I don't know what you call it, regiment, or I gotta satisfy, and it's crazy.
It could be a horrible bit, like it could be a few things, because the thing is if you're autistic, like a lot of autistic people have like core morbidity, which means like multiple things. Like they have, like they don't just have autism, they'll have ADHD, they'll have OCD, bipolar, whatever. Like usually they have like that mixture of stuff. And what you're explaining does sound OCD, but it also to me sounds very like trauma centered in hypervigilance and in routine that has made your body feel safe. And then the routine part of needing to do things exactly that way sounds like autism as well. So it sounds like a mixture of your PTSD, your trauma, and your OCD and your autism. And so like it's a mind fuck, and that's like your reality. And the thing is that like there's nothing wrong with that. It's disruptive and it causes you stress and whatnot, but like it's also, there's nothing wrong with that, and you be comfortable with your life, and you're not, which is why your head always tells you you're a bad person, you don't deserve this and that. And that's what you need to, not like you, like as much as you want to make everyone feel better and you feel directionless right now and you're like, nothing makes me happy, money, nothing I can buy, like then date yourself, sense of like learn to like yourself a bit more and talk to yourself a bit better, even if you have to pretend at first, you know? Anytime you have a negative thought, try to combat it, even if you don't believe it. Like sometimes when you're like, I don't deserve this, tell yourself in your brain, you repeat it, I do deserve this. Even if your brain is like, nah, you don't. Like fight with yourself. Like eventually over time you'll like retrain your brain. But the thing is, like, you've been like this your whole life. It stems from childhood. It stems from how you've been spoken to, how you've been treated, and it's just a learned behavior that you've grown into that is really hard to reverse, but it can be molded and played with.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I want to point something out. By the way, I just changed a setting. Do I sound a little different?
Yeah, you sound clearer.
Okay, I changed from here. I'll show you, so you can.
Well, I can't really see because I'm not watching your stream.
Oh, I
Yeah, because I'm on my phone, and I was watching the stream on my phone. But in
Oh.
order to talk to you, I went on Discord.
You're awesome. No, so just food for thought. When you go on you use computer, right? You don't do everything on your phone, right?
No. I have a gaming piece
Yeah. Okay.
and
So
Elgato and all of that. I know how it all works.
yeah, I think you actually helped me with my Elgato. But when you go to Discord, I don't know if they had this on the phone, but you go under voice and video, and I had it on voice isolation, and the description is
Yeah.
just your beautiful voice. Let Discord cut through the noise, but I just switched it to studio, and so
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
with no processing. Now it says no processing. I wonder if that means that it doesn't do that crisp or whatever that thing is. That it's the
Sounds
built-in.
better now.
Good. All right, sweet. Uh, wow. Okay, great. Learned something new. But no, yeah, you're right. And I want to say one thing too, about PTSD. Now I know this is gonna sound silly, absolutely silly, but I tell you, for the longest, I've always associated PTSD with military trauma.
Yeah.
Always. And I just never realized. But now, obviously, when you sit down and think about it, post traumatic stress, you realize it's not that. But for so long, I always associated it with, because you could argue.
Most people do.
All right, no, this is cool. This is cool. Do you want to? Are you smoking, by the way?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
I was.
Or you
No, I was smoking just like a few seconds ago.
Yeah, I could hear you take a few puffs. What up, Eric? Hey, Eric, can you hear the person? One second. Can you hear the person talking on the Discord phone call with me?
Hey.
Do you want to let me go and then we can just on my game and
Yeah, I was gonna hop off, so I have to go anyway. I'm probably gonna watch the stream a bit but fall asleep because I do need to go to bed at 12:05 and I have to be up in the morning to go.
So real quick.
But it was nice chatting.
Yeah, real quick before you end the call. So no, I loved it. So do you want to so maybe I'll see. I'm off. I think real quick. So I'm off until next Friday. I worked weekends and I actually took. We don't work tomorrow, but I took Saturday and Sunday off. So not planning anything, but maybe talk to you on the weekend.
We can set that up.
Do you want to? It doesn't have to be phone call. It can be like text or something.
Yeah, reach out to me on Discord.
Okay. Do you prefer? How do you prefer the best way to contact you? Because I know I got like your phone number, your Facebook. What's the best way for you?
Honest, maybe Facebook.
Okay.
Messenger. Yeah, you can reach out to me on Facebook Messenger.
I'm on your Messenger, right? I have you on Messenger, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, you're awesome. Thank you for explaining that, and I'll talk to you this weekend.
Good stream.
Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye. She's pretty cool. What up, Barrett? Eric, can you hear me, brother? I just want to say, first of all, I love you, man. That was her name. That was Ari. So I met her. I don't even remember how I met her. I think I met her in a stream or something, but she's pretty cool. And she struggles with the same issues I do, and clearly you can tell that I'm not used to talking to people. I hope she's not upset with me, because that was a really awkward situation. I mean, not awkward, but it was just really, I don't know. Oh my God. But I just want to say, Eric, I love you, brother. And hold on. Oh shit. Eric, you there? I had to update my. What the? Sorry, brother. I was trying to do something. Now I'm getting a little stressed out, man. It's not you, Eric. I'm just getting a little stressed out now. All right. I'll put all these back. I'm just getting really impulsive now, and I'm getting a little stressed out. I feel like she didn't enjoy talking to me. I don't know. She's a weird person. I don't think she likes talking to me. I don't know. I don't mean to be an awkward person, but I don't know. Maybe she just didn't enjoy talking. I don't know. Why are all these? Do you really want to like talk on the weekend or something? I know that like I don't ever talk to people. Like I just don't ever. I don't know why. I just don't have those type of people that want to talk to me. You know, I don't want to be awkward. I want to. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really am. I don't know why I get like that. You know, I really enjoyed it. I just get so I don't know how to explain it. Like I just that I'm gonna be honest with you. That conversation was the first time I had a conversation at that length of a voice of someone else's voice and outside of work in a long time. We're talking years. I don't normally talk to people outside of work, and when I do, it's not for any length of time. And then I got my OCD, and it's just. But I feel a lot better. Um, I don't know. I just my mind, like I feel great. Like I don't have people that like to talk like that. But I can try. Actually, I might have some people. I think I'm gonna do that. There are a couple people that I might be able to have calls with and talk to. It's crazy that the one conversation I had over the last whatever 3 4 years was with you. We talked about my problems. It's ironic because a lot of times if I'm talking to somebody, I always tell them a little bit. You know, this is what I struggle with, so they don't get caught off guard. Because if I don't tell somebody what I struggle with before having a conversation with them, I feel like they're gonna be totally like, "What the fuck," you know. I always like to preface that I struggle. I don't know why. I know some people tell me don't do it. It's kind of like when you're gonna match up with people, don't tell them you suck at a game. Well, I am gonna say I'm trash because if I am trash, because if I jump into a game with you, you're gonna have all these expectations and you don't see those expectations, and then you're gonna be like, "Well, you said, or you didn't say you were a beginner," you know. So no, you're right. I just Yeah, so that's my younger brother Eric. He he was born in 92. So how old does that make you, Eric? What are you, 30? 33. So he's my younger brother, and he has a son, and um we've started talking over the last year or so on stream or through Twitch. Um, Other than the brother to stepbrother relationship, we haven't really had a lot of conversations. You know, your typical brother stepbrother arguments. But as we've got older, we've had more mature conversations, which was nice. But I would argue our last like two um how do I I'm trying to figure out why there's a beep every time, but I think it's set up to where, oh, I know why. Or yeah. So no, lately we've been having better conversations, and so I would argue that our our relationship has probably improved over the last year or so just from talking on stream. Um um well, you're younger than my brother. I got two brothers, so I got my brother Eric, who has always been quiet one, and then I got my brother Joey, who's more, I don't know if he's still, but he party or drink, do all that stuff. But anyways, one of the things that I've been trying to do is when I stream, I'm gonna pound this energy drink real quick. Is I've been trying to game. A lot of times I stream and I just get to talking, or I end up not playing at all. But I want to try to play something. Um, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. Let's see. Um, oh, I'm really glad that Discord works the way it should. You know, I'm glad I didn't have to spend like 20 minutes trying to figure out different stuff, and that was really cool. Uh, oh, wait, Eric is the is Eric Little Mermaid's love interest? Is that who that is? I I can't recall the entire story real quick. Yeah, okay. Really? Now that I think about it, I don't recall ever hearing his name in there. Unless it's said like once or twice and he's referred to something else throughout the rest of the story. But now that I mention it to myself, you know, Eric, it does sound somewhat familiar with Little Mermaid. Okay. Never did I think I'd be talking about the Little Mermaid on a Black Friday. But here we are. Here we are. So, all right. I don't know. For some reason, too, I'm thinking about SpongeBob SquarePants, and Burger King has the SpongeBob SquarePants meal coming out. And Wendy's did a SpongeBob meal a while ago, but it was like a disaster. They didn't have no bad, like it didn't really, they just called a burger that they sell every day that they've been selling for years, and they called it like SpongeBob Swear Patty or something like that. But Burger King now has their own SpongeBob SquarePants meal, and I think Burger King made a tweet and they said, Wendy's, take notes. And it's actually pretty cool. Like, they got special edition bags and just different things to make it feel like an actual cool promotion. And they actually have a burger that I think has pineapple on it, and the burger is going to be square. And then they got like this pineapple frost like shake, which actually sounds really good, or frosty or something like that. But when I'm thinking about Little Mermaid, I'm thinking about SpongeBob, because underwater animals that talk to people. Though I don't think SpongeBob has any people in there. Can't remember if I've ever watched a full cartoon of SpongeBob. But I'll never forget the time when I watched an episode and he was taking a shower underneath water, or taking a bath underneath water. I can honestly say I wasn't fucked up. It was still hard to grasp that somebody was bathing themselves 300 feet below sea level. You know, like, you're in the water. How does that work? I don't know. I know it's a cartoon and it's fake. Just the things that make you go, right? Man, how do they have a working shower on the seafloor? You know, with that type of ingenuity, man, he needs to work for Samsung or Apple. Maybe he can get the Apple Intelligence to work correctly. Though, honestly, taking a bath underneath water or in water, I don't know how intelligent you have to be for that, but nonetheless, welcome to my stream. Welcome, Joey. Welcome, Ari. I think TikTok, it tells me who joins the stream, but I think what it does is it actually, if somebody's just scrolling and they accidentally click my stream or click my stream, I think they automatically say that they're in the stream. Like, it says they joined, when by the time it says they joined, they probably already backed out. Probably like, oh god, this dude, fuck that. Guy was like, oh, let's check out this guy. We're all talking about Eric, Little Mermaid. Fuck that. I'm backing out of that. Neurodivergent. Delete. Like bipolar. Delete. I'm trying to escape from reality. Not living it when I'm watching a stream. Well, the only reason I'm streaming on TikTok anyways is because it's a multi-stream. So, you know, I got YouTube, Twitch. All right, let's try to game. So I never game when I play, you know, and I want to try to play something. Or when I do game, I'm gaming. I'm playing Call of the Wild, and I really don't want to play that. It's easy to jump into. That's the only reason I play it. So here, I'm going to show you guys what I have, which is nothing short of pretty full library. I mean, I know there's some people who got like 400 games, but you know, a lot of these are like relatively new. So let me just go down the so I'm drinking this C4 Energy. I wanted to show you these energy drinks I got. Maybe I'll show you guys later. But it's a new one. It's called Sour Blue Razilla. Supposed to be an offshoot of Godzilla. But this is one of those energy drinks. Oh, you out? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ari. You're awesome. Have a good night. And I'm sure we'll talk this weekend. I know I forgot what you said. I know you have something to do tomorrow, but regardless, have a good day tomorrow. Happy Friday. And yeah, thanks for stopping in and clarifying some things. That was really cool. That was awesome. And thanks for being patient for my Discord working. So sweet. All right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I met her I think in a stream long time ago. And I say long time ago, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And then we didn't talk for a while, and then she's pretty cool, man. She's she's come to some streams. She struggles with the same stuff I do. And, but yeah. Really gotta get something to eat. I'm gonna try to use a bit. I'm gonna finish this. And then I'm gonna get something to not do something. I'm gonna use the restroom, finish this energy drink, and I'm gonna try to play something. If not, I'm just gonna cook something, eat it, and then I'll have to just start from. We'll play something tomorrow. Not a big deal. But I really do want to play something. Interruptions. Okay, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. It's not. I'm not dropping frames. So what's going on here? All right. Everybody hear me? We good? Gary, can you hear me? I'm gonna hurry up, use the restroom, and drink this drink, and try to game, try to play something. How's Abel doing? That's right. I like whenever you stop in, I like to know how the family's doing. So how's mom and dad and Abel doing? And while you're at it, tell me how Joey's doing. Oh, that's right. So I'm guessing you went to Grandma Liz's. Did you go? Oh, yeah. Okay. So what'd you guys do today? Just hang out at the house? Do you guys still go to Uncle Lawrence's for stuff like that, for celebrations, or do you? Is it not like that? Because I remember, I mean, even when I was visiting from when I lived in Orlando, I'm gonna say there was a dinner at Uncle Lawrence's for like for Christmas. Do you guys still do that, or is it Grandma Liz's, or is it kind of like here and there, both? Switch off and on. Ah. Aunt Michelle and Aunt Marine. Now, who's that? Is that Mom's sisters? Why do those names sound familiar? Yeah, I'll be right back. Type it up, and I'll be right back. Use restroom. All right. Well, hey Eric. Oh. Oh, there you go. Okay. So I was gonna say, if you're busy, I was gonna end the stream and get something to eat. Do you wanna? You got some other stuff to do? It'll make it easier for me to end the stream because I wanted to eat. I didn't really eat anything today yet. Which is not a big deal. I normally eat late anyways. I was gonna have this pulled pork, but I gotta cook it on the stovetop. And I normally don't use my cast iron skillet, and I was gonna do that. But I kind of want to hang out with you too, brother. But I kind of want to eat. I don't want you to be upset, brother. I don't want to hang out. It's for some reason the instruction. I wanted to eat it so I can eat these hamburger buns. But the instructions, normally I cook it in the oven, but these instructions are, you know what? Let's hold off on it. Let me try to play something. If not, then I'll do it. You know, I don't want you to think I'm being rude, brother, because I love you hanging out here, man. I don't, you know, I want you to be able to do some. I want you to have fun too, bro. But let me try to play a little bit because I kind of want to play. I'm feeling good. I got my brother here. Like, I want to pick something to play. You know, it's been so long, but let me see something. So this is the game I kind of want to play. You know what? I want to play this. Um, well, I want. Let me see something. All right. Oh, brother, you're good, man. So this is gonna sound crazy, but I think I told you that I have the PS5, the PSVR 2. How would you like to have that? It's still in the box. It's never been opened. It's actually still in the box that it got shipped in. I'm thinking about just giving it to you and letting, if you and Abel would play it, I'd rather give it to you guys and sell it to some goon online. If you would play it. If you don't think you'd play it, I'll probably just sell it or keep it. I don't do VR yet. Maybe later on I'll do it, but it's just not something I'm into right now. Um, so there's a version 2 of the PS4 VR. I don't think it does. Let me find out. Is that what you're trying to say? Let me see something. One second. I'm gonna ask somebody. How'd you get it? Did you get it from? Did mom buy it for you, or just curious how you got it? And how long have you had it? How long? How many years ago did you think you'd have it? Say like what? Probably like 5 years ago. I'm asking in the. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna. Forgot you worked at Walmart. I'll look. Let me find out. Let me find out. That's a good question, Eric. Well, no, because sometimes it might fuck it up with those. Because it might. Thing is it might not work. Oh, someone said yes, it does. So it does, but it says you will need the PS4 camera and the adapter. You, I'm guessing you have both of those. All right, yep, it will work. I'm guessing the adapters for the plug-in. I'm assuming it's probably not the same plug. You for the PS4? Did you have the PS4 Pro or the regular? All right, I'm gonna try to play something. I don't want to eat, but I kind of want to play something. Hmm. You ever seen this game, Eric? Skull and Bones? I bet. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I mean, it's an Ubisoft game, and obviously, you know, they're real good with like coming out with trailers, making games look amazing. But when it came out, it had like terrible reviews because, well, it's not a bad game. It's just I think people were expecting like something great, and but a lot of people said it was fun though, fun game. Oh, they got a free trial. Oh yeah, a lot of games now. What the hell? A lot of games now do like a free trial, let you play it for a couple hours. Kind of cool. Um, let's see. There's so much I want to play. I'm just like, ugh. Hey Eric, how about you play? Oh, you got the. Oh, really? You got the God of War edition? That's dope. Hey Eric, I'm gonna um I'm gonna get something to eat, brother, and I'll try to be on later. If not, we'll catch up this weekend. Is that okay? 'Cause I want to eat, and that way I can eat, not maybe get on a little later. I just don't want you to be upset with me, brother. And figure you can play some. We'll definitely catch up. So I work weekends. Well, I have the warehouse isn't open tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday I took off. So yeah, I'll be off until next Friday. Might go in overtime on Tuesday or something, but next Friday I go back to work. So I'm like off. I'm never off. Never take time off. They have this new thing now at work where so I get 168 hours vacation, and that's in addition to some other days I get off, and the days I used off were not even part of my vacation. And so in April I get it all back. So basically I have from now until April to use 168 hours, which is pretty badass. Pretty close to a month off. And the cool thing is that if I choose not to take the vacation, I can get it all paid out, which is awesome. Or I could like get half of it paid out and then make the add the other half to next year, and then I'd have like 168 hours and then whatever hours I decide to carry over. But yeah, I can actually cash it all out. But I thought to myself, you know, that'd be nice, but I kind of want to have time off too. But that's what's cool about the weekend shift is, you know, we get Monday through Thursday off. I mean, I work Monday, Tuesday for overtime, but if I really wanted to, I'd have every Monday and Thursday off, which is pretty cool. But anyways, I love you, Eric. We'll catch up. My mind's kind of racing, and I want to get something to eat, and yeah. All right, love you guys. Love you, Eric. Ari, thank you for joining the phone call, and damn, I had a blast, man. All right. See you in the next one, y'all. Peace.